Okay, everyone, homework practice problems for Thursday, September 11th. Question number 1, Lula is buying beach balls for her beach theme party. Each package contains 6 beach balls. So it says to generate the ordered pairs for the ratio relationship between the number of beach balls y and the number of packages x. So that tells you the packages is going to be on the x-axis, packages are going to be on the x-axis, the balls will be on the y-axis, and make sure that lines up with your tables. So we want to know, for a total of 1, 2, and 3, and 4 packages, how many beach balls will there be? So again, our x-axis is number of packages, and our y-axis is the number of beach balls. So we'll do packages and beach balls. And we know that one package has 6 beach balls, so that means we're finding the total number of packages, beach balls for 2, 3, and 4 packages. All right, so if one package contains 6, that means we're going to double the amount of beach balls for 2 packages, triple it for 3, quadruple it for 4. So 6, 12, 18, and 24. So those equivalent ratios should lead to us having a nice straight diagonal line for our graph. So remember, we always start at the point of origin, and for 1, 6, we're going to go over to 1 and up to 6. Now 6 in this case is directly between 4 and 8. Even though that number 6 is not written there, it would be directly between 4 and 8, which means 10 would be here, 14 would be here, 18 would be here. And 2 and 12, 3 and 18, and 4 and 24. All right, so we want to make sure our line is nice and diagonal. It is, it's perfectly diagonally straight. And that shows us we have the equivalent ratios. Okay, so number 2 is sloths and time. And I'm not going to do this entire problem for you, but we'll set you up a little bit. So it says here that the sloth travels about 7 feet every minute. So it shows you the time is going to be the x-axis. Ooh, look at that. Time is going to be the x-axis, and the distance will be the y-axis. So x and y, time is going to be x, distance is going to be y. And it said 7 feet every minute, I believe it was. So for every 1 minute, it traveled 7 feet. So you're going to fill out the rest of that table and then transfer it over to your chart, okay? I'm not going to do that one for you. Do that one on your own. Take a look at the next one. We're going to do number 3. It says 2 friends are making scrapbooks. And it says the number of photos Lexi and Audrey place on each page of their scrapbooks is shown in the graph. Describe the ratio relationship for each person. So in order to do that, probably a good thing to do would be to take Lexi and make a table for her, and number of pages, and number of photos. And for Lexi, she's an orange, so it would be 1 to 4, 2 to 8, 3 to 12, and 4 to 16. And what you're doing, just describe what the ratio is. Like, for instance, how does the number of photos compare to the number of pages? Or how many pages per, or how many photos per page? Really, that's what you're looking for, how many photos per page. And then do the same thing for her friend Audrey. So it's going to be pages and photos. And for her, the numbers aren't directly on the numbers, right? So it's a little bit more difficult. So over to 1, and in between 4 and 8 would be 6. So 1 and 6. So you should be able to figure out the other 3 coordinates from just looking at the 1 to 6. Okay, and then just compare. Number of photos per page. All right, you also had to do on the other page, you did not have to do number 5, but you did have to do number 4. So just take a look at number 4. You're just taking a look at what is on that grid, and then it says, which of the following is true about the relationship shown in the graph? So if you're needing help with the relationship, it always does help to, write down the coordinates. You've got numbers of laps and the time. So it's 1 to 4, and then 2 to 8. So use that to kind of help you determine whether any of these 5 statements are true based on the relationship in the graph. And we've got number 7 and 8. So, I mean, you're gonna read through these and do your best here. It says the table, number 7, the table gives the number of beads needed to make bracelets of certain lengths. Suppose you graph the ordered pairs on the coordinate plane. Would the point 10.5, 42 make sense in this context? Meaning, could you put 10.5 and 42 into this grid, or into this table even, and have it still be equivalent ratio? Okay, so see if that makes sense. Pretty clear whether or not it makes sense. And number 8, you're just going to take a look at what you've got here. You're going to fill in the table and you're going to put that on the grid, okay, just like we did in class today. The only difference is the table here is more of a horizontal table. We've been doing them vertically, but just remember your time in this case is going to be, this is going to be your x-axis and your distance will be your y-axis, okay? All right, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.